Have you ever felt lost, as if you were walking down a path with no direction, unsure of where to go or what to do? Sometimes, life leads us to dark places where peace seems out of reach, and the answers feel distant. Anxiety, loneliness, and fear surround us, and the future seems uncertain. But in the midst of all this, there is a promise that never fails. A promise that brings relief, rest, and renewal. What if I told you there is an answer to this anguish? Something that does not depend on our strength, but on the strength of a faithful shepherd who cares for each one of us. Psalm 23, written by David, is a powerful reminder that even in moments of darkness, we can trust the Lord. He is our shepherd, and because of that, we shall not want. This is God's promise, inviting us to rest in His presence, to trust His care, and to believe that He will guide us through any storm. Welcome to Daily Prayer, your moment to breathe, reflect, and reconnect with God. Today, we will meditate on Psalm 23, a message of trust and security, reminding us that God, the Lord, is our shepherd, and He cares for each of our needs. Stay with us until the end, and you will see that, even in life's storms, He is the safe refuge for our hearts. If you haven't yet, don't forget to follow the channel, like this video, turn on notifications to receive more content. Like this comment and what this message meant to you, and of course share with someone who also needs this word of comfort and hope. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. What does it mean to have God as our shepherd? It means that, no matter the difficulties we face, we can rest in the trust that He is always by our side, guiding us and providing for all our needs. Often, in the chaos of life, we forget this promise. We focus on what's going wrong and forget that God, as our faithful shepherd, is working on our behalf, even when we can't see the solution. Life puts us in the face of challenges and difficult moments. We can feel discouraged, heavy-hearted, and like nothing is going right. But by declaring that we shall not want, we are reminding ourselves that even in the most challenging moments, God is with us, guiding us. He does not leave us alone in our struggles, but walks by our side, giving us strength and direction. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. In such a busy and uncertain world, how can we find rest? How can we renew our strength when we are weary, both physically and spiritually? Psalm 23 gives us an answer. God leads us to green pastures and still waters. He offers us rest, not only for our bodies, but also for our souls. Often, what we need most is a pause, a moment to stop, reflect, and rest in the loving arms of God. In the midst of worries, God invites us to rest. He does not want us to live in constant agitation and anxiety. He wants to lead us to a place of peace, where we can feel His presence and renew our faith. The peace He offers does not depend on external circumstances, but on the trust that He is taking care of everything. He leads us to quiet places where we can hear His voice and feel His touch of healing and restoration. When we surrender to God and trust His plan for our lives, He guides us on paths of righteousness. Sometimes the path may be challenging, but He is always with us, guiding us with His faithful hand. He offers us rest for our souls, and in His presence, we find peace that surpasses all understanding. At this moment, I invite you to reflect on this. Amid the busyness of life, have you made space to rest in God's presence? He is leading you to green pastures and still waters, but you need to pause and allow yourself to be guided. Trust in Him, because when the Lord is our shepherd, we shall not want. He cares for us in a way no one else can. If you are facing difficulties, remember that God is calling you to rest in His presence. He is your shepherd, and He will guide you with love, offering everything you need for the journey. Let Him lead you, restore you, and bring you peace. He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for His name's sake. There are moments in life when we feel utterly drained, when the weight of the world seems too much to bear. We try to keep going, but deep within, our souls cry out for relief. We often turn to external things for comfort. But true rest and restoration come only from God. He is the one who restores our soul, replenishing what is broken, healing what is hurt, and renewing what is weary. God doesn't just lead us, He restores wasi. Every time we find ourselves broken, He gently puts us back together. His love is constant, never faltering. Even when we wander or stray from the right path, He calls us back. His guidance isn't just about direction, it's about transformation. He leads us to a place of restoration, a place where we can be whole again, and where we find our true peace. We all encounter valleys of despair, and it is easy to become overwhelmed. But God doesn't want us to walk those valleys alone. He is with us, leading us, holding our hand, and ensuring that we make it through safely. We may not always see the way ahead, but His presence brings a comfort that words cannot fully describe. When we trust Him, He brings us peace in the midst of the storm. He leads me in paths of righteousness for His name's sake. When God leads us, He doesn't just take us on any path, but on the path of righteousness. These paths are not always the easiest to walk, but they are the ones that lead us closer to Him. His righteousness covers us, and His way is the best way, even when it's hard to see. We may not always understand why we face certain struggles, but we can trust that every path He leads us on is for our good, and ultimately for His glory. As we walk these paths, we are being refined and shaped. Each trial, each moment of difficulty, becomes an opportunity for growth. Even though we may not see the full picture, we trust that God is working behind the scenes, shaping us to reflect His love and grace more clearly. Take a moment to reflect on His guidance in your life. He has never left you, even in the darkest times. His guidance has always been there, even if you couldn't see it at the time. He leads us in paths of righteousness, not for our sake alone, but for His name's sake. When we walk in His ways, we bring honor to Him. Our lives, our choices, our words, they testify to the world that He is our shepherd, that we trust Him to guide us, no matter the circumstances. And in those moments of uncertainty, we remember that God restores us. When life feels like it's pulling us in every direction, He calls us back to Himself. He offers peace, restoration, and a way forward. In Him, we find everything we need. Take a deep breath now. Let your heart listen. Allow His peace to flood your soul. God is with you, guiding you, restoring you. Even in the moments when you feel weak, He is your strength. Even when you feel lost, He is your guide. He is the one who will lead you beside still waters and restore your soul. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Even when life feels like a battle, God is faithful to prepare a table for us, right in the presence of our enemies. Imagine this for a moment. Despite the struggles, the challenges, and the hardships around us, God is not only protecting us, but He is also honoring us. He is preparing a feast of blessings and peace for us, right in the middle of our difficulties. This is a profound and powerful statement. In the midst of our struggles, in the middle of the chaos and opposition we may face, God provides for us. Not just any provision, but an overflowing cup, a symbol of abundance, a promise of His constant care and provision. When everything around us seems uncertain, God is Salin. I will bless you. I will provide. I will sustain you. God's provision isn't limited to material things. He offers us spiritual nourishment, peace, joy, and protection. He anoints our heads with oil, a symbol of His blessing and favor. The oil represents His Holy Spirit, which empowers and equips us to endure, to rise above, and to live in victory. Even when we face opposition or feel surrounded by negativity, God is pouring His favor upon us. My cup overflows. This is not a cup that is barely filled. This is not a cup that will run dry. This is a cup that overflows with love, with peace, with grace, and with mercy. God's blessings are abundant. His grace is more than enough. When we open our hearts to Him, He fills us to the brim and beyond. His provision is never insufficient. It always exceeds our expectations. As you reflect on these words, think about the moments in your life when God has prepared a table for you. Maybe it wasn't in the way you expected, but in those moments of hardship, you found strength, comfort, or peace that could only come from Him. That's God's table set before you, even in the presence of your enemies, a place of peace amidst the chaos. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. What a beautiful promise this is. God's goodness and mercy are not temporary. They're constant and everlasting. They follow us, and they pursue us. Every single day of our lives, God's goodness and mercy are there, just waiting to bless us. In moments of joy, His goodness is with us, and in moments of sorrow, His mercy covers us. No matter where we go, no matter what we face, we are never without His love. This promise is not just for today, but for all the days of our lives. We may not always see it, but God's goodness and mercy are surrounding us, protecting us, and guiding us, day by day. His favor never runs out. It is a constant companion, walking beside us, making our journey bearable and our burdens lighter. And then, the final promise of Psalm 23, "And I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever." This is the ultimate promise, the hope of eternity with God. No matter what we face in this life, no matter how difficult the journey may seem, we have the assurance that one day we will dwell in the house of the Lord forever, a place of perfect peace, joy, and communion with God, where there will be no more pain, no more sorrow, and no more suffering. This is our eternal home, the promise that sustains us, even in the darkest moments. God is not just a shepherd who walks with us through this life, but He is also the one who will bring us into His eternal presence, where we will be safe, secure, and loved forever. In the house of the Lord, we will find our true rest. And I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. This is the ultimate promise we have, the assurance that one day we will be with God forever, despite the trials and challenges we face here on earth. This promise is our hope, a hope that does not fade, no matter what we endure. The Lord is not only with us in our present struggles, but also in our eternal future. His love and presence will never leave us. When we reflect on Psalm 23, we realize that it's more than just a beautiful poem. It is a declaration of God's faithfulness to us, both now and for all eternity. He is our shepherd, guiding us through life's valleys and leading us to places of peace and restoration. He walks with us in the darkest of times, and He prepares a place for us in His eternal home. As we journey through life, we are reminded that we are never alone. We are cared for, loved, and protected by the one who created us. And the beauty of it all is that His goodness and mercy follow us every day, not just in the good times, but in every moment, through every trial, and into the eternity that awaits us. So, as you walk through your own journey, remember the words of this psalm. Trust that the Lord is your shepherd, and you lack nothing. Even in the darkest valleys, He is with you, and His light will guide your path. He is the one who restores your soul and leads you in paths of righteousness. His table is set for you, even in the presence of your enemies, and His cup overflows with blessings, peace, and love. And one day, you will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. This promise is for you, and it is a promise that will never be taken away. If this prayer spoke to your soul, share it with someone who needs to hear it. The Lord is our shepherd, and He's always there to guide, protect, and restore us. This channel is a refuge of faith, always open for you.